Yo, 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 welcome in. Take notes, grab them pens. Welcome back to another episode of the Honorable Marvin Coop Show with the host, Chef Marv. No lie, I'm that guy. And I got my brothers with me. I got Aundre the Sports Junkie and Jojo the Great. We are doing Rewind Mania, aka WrestleMania 31. Pay-per-view rewind, y'all. And this was Sir JoJo's. So talk
Sir.
to us. Talk to us. What made you
All
pick
right,
this one?
so WrestleMania 31. This is the first WrestleMania after Undertaker's streak was ended. You got AJ Lee's last WrestleMania.
Mhm.
You had the Icon Sting on this pay-per-view, which was unfortunate after what happened. You had who else? You had a Rock and Triple H teaser for their Mania match that didn't happen, unfortunately. What else? What else? And you had one of the biggest moments in wrestling history that happened in the main event. So you had a pretty much a lot of going on in this Mania. You had a lot of great moments, and you had a certain moment that rubbed a lot of WWE fans the wrong way in general. But yeah, man, let's just get into it, dog. I'm ready.
And of course, we had Seth and Randy, which was pretty cool.
One of the best spots on the mat on the card.
Yes, sir. So kick us off, JoJo. What was number one?
All right, so we had the ladder match that involved Daniel Bryan, Bad News Barrett, Dean Ambrose, Dolph Ziggler, God rest his soul, Luke Harper, R-Truth, Stardust, aka Cody Rhodes. To me, man, I'm gonna give this match an 8. I really think this was a strong way to kick off the show. I think the right person won, but I feel like Dean, like anybody on this card really could have won on this match could have won it. It was just that Stardust gimmick. And I love Cody Rhodes. That gimmick was stupid. I
Yeah,
really feel like that deteriorated Cody Rhodes as an act in WWE until he asked his release. I really do think that kind of messed up his momentum a lot. The Stardust character wasn't taken very seriously. Like I get what they was trying to do with the Goldust thing, like they paired him up with Goldust, but it wasn't working. Um, that's man, Luke Harper, man. Like I said, God rest his soul, man. That was an athletic big man, bro. Like he was very athletic, bro. I really liked it. I wouldn't have been mad if Luke Harper would have won this match too, though.
mm-mm.
I wouldn't have been mad at all, but it was just like, man, you got Daniel Bryan in here, Dolph Ziggler, R-Truth. Man,
Dean.
like I said, I wouldn't have been mad if anybody else would have won it, but it was like I feel like Daniel Bryan was the right move. So I'm gonna give this match a 7.5, 8. I'm gonna give it an 8. I'm gonna give it an 8. I
Yeah,
really,
it felt like Money in the Bank just without the briefcase to kick
yeah,
off the
pretty
show.
much.
So, no, that was I loved it, bro. Any ladder match that involves more than two people, it usually tends to be a good one.
Hmm.
I thought that was a very fast paced, very physical match, and dear God, that ladder spot with Daniel Bryan got hit in the head when Harper threw it down. I was like, "Yep, that was the start of his neck injury." Because man, that ladder crushed. I mean, he threw it.
Hmm.
But outside of that, like I said, physical match, and I'm glad Daniel Bryan won. Uh, for me that year, I thought it was either I had either Daniel Bryan or Dolph winning. I
Oh
gave
yeah.
it for me, I gave it an 8.
I feel like it should have. I'm not mad at Daniel one.
Hmm.
I think I just felt like maybe some. I don't know. Everybody was just pretty much athletic at this match. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't. I mean, no, I'm not gonna say that. Never mind. I'll take that back. Because at this point, when I watched it, because it was such a good match to me. I probably wouldn't have been mad if anybody of you guys won. Not gonna lie to you. I didn't even care if a
Mm-hmm.
heel would have fucking won it.
Hmm.
But at some point, like I said, because the way it kicked off, I'm gonna give it a 9. And shout out to Daniel Bryan for winning it. I didn't even have him winning it, to be honest with you, though. I kind of really thought that Luke could have won, Ziggler.
Hmm.
I was like, man, I was like, okay, cool. I ain't gonna lie, I even put a little few dollars on our truth to probably
Yeah.
sneak and shock the world a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But it was a good Intercontinental champion. one of the best Intercontinental Championship matches I've ever seen. There were some good ones, but this one I think is in the top five.
Hmm.
Oh, it has to be.
It was
This
really
this
good, man.
this takes the cake right here, and it was a ladder match, like Dre just said, a Money in the Bank without the briefcase. So,
However, I do want to say if they wanted to take the Stardust gimmick with Cody Rhodes seriously,
hmm
they could have had Cody Rhodes win his IC championship and
right,
book him as a monster heel, but I
true.
don't know, man. What do I know? I'm just a fan.
I say that all the time about you. I'm just playing, Joe. Just kidding, bro.
He said already.
I'm just kidding, bro. Just
Well,
kidding, guy. Just kidding, guy. You're my man. You're my guy. All right, what's the next one, my brother?
all right, we got Mr. Legend Killer himself, the Apex Predator, Randy Orton versus the Visionary. Well, this pre-Visionary, the authorities on the
Oh yeah.
Architect, Seth freaking Rollins with J&J Security. Honestly, I don't think the match was bad. I thought it was pretty good, but that one spot from that curb stomp into an RKO stole like that overshadowed this whole match. Like I said, it was a good match. It was, but that spot right there in particular, man, that overshadowed this whole match.
Yeah.
I'm gonna give this match an 8 just off that spot alone, man. Like before, if the spot didn't happen, I'd still give it like a 7, 7.5, which is still good. But it's like, man, that spot, bro, that spot was something serious.
Mhm.
Yeah, I was gonna say there was some real like this match, like besides the RKO being like a like that was just crazy. I mean, he went from a curb stomp and then got lifted a few extra, got lifted in the air a little bit more. So I mean, outside the RKO, you also had Randy Orton hitting the double DDT on J&J Security,
Hmm.
that suicide dive on the outside of the ring, and then of course, when Randy gets that comeback going and he does the little side slam, little side scoop slam. I'm like, yo,
Yeah.
this. I mean, that match was. I think that was a perfect one for a good opponent for Seth Rollins, especially for it being at WrestleMania. So for me, I gave that match a 7 for me as well. But I thought that match was really good.
Hmm.
Also too, Randy and Rollins, I will never get bored of seeing go head to head in a ring.
I'm gonna say a nine, another nine, because the finisher, like Jojo said, took the show. I didn't really see it coming, which was beautiful.
Hmm.
That what made it more exciting, and I think I even rewound it when I watched it and ordered it. But as a real fan though, I would have liked the match to be probably a little longer.
Uh-huh.
But at the end of the day, I'm gonna say it was good. The chemistry between these two guys were great, and it definitely showed. I was definitely thinking like probably potential match the best match on the card, but there is more to come. Pause. So I just feel like this one is a good nine. Orton winning it made sense, especially with them little dweebs besides Seth Rollins. Come on now. But at the end of the day, I get the storyline, and it was a good match and all. But I feel like that finisher was probably the best moment in WWE history. It definitely is up there. So I give it a nine, another nine.
Ooh, oh boy. All right. So now we got the gang, the Cerebral Assassin, Triple H versus the Icon, Sting.
You don't sound too excited about this.
I really don't. I'm not at
it,
all.
it's
That's funny.
almost like it's the two old guys getting together.
It
Mm.
wasn't bad. The match wasn't
No, it
bad,
wasn't. No.
but it's the wrong person won, if we being real.
Uh,
Like Sting, if we really want to talk about it, I'm not trying to
Lord.
trash on Triple H and nothing, because I already said plenty of times I'm a fan of Triple H. But my God, man, Triple H did not need this win.
He
Sting,
did.
Sting WWE career was very underwhelming. He won one in 2 matches, man. Like, come on, man. I'm giving this a 5, and I'm being nice about it.
For me, yeah, I just thought like the match wasn't bad at all. I actually liked the match itself because for me, I gave it an 8. I liked the match. It was just I didn't like how, like you said, it was just I think the wrong person took the dub. Like Triple H hadn't won any other WrestleManias before. This was Sting's like first appearance, and uh, for me, bro, that was just like great match. It was just bad finish. I just didn't want Triple H to win that one. Sting deserved it. But outside of that, I love the when he puts up the sledgehammer to block the bat, but then he uses that little piece of the sledgehammer to get him at the end. So I was like, and then you got NWO coming out, then you had DX come out, and then that super kick, bro, that one was just nasty. But I did like the match though. Like it was just good match, wrong winner.
No, this shit,
Triple H, you wrong for that. He
this
has
shit
so many
was.
of them.
This match was ass. This match was ass. I didn't care for it. Now, when I saw the intros, yeah, the introduction was dope. I get an introduction at 10. But the match was boring. This was the most boring 18 minutes I've ever fucking seen in my life. They could have shaved at least some of this off to put some on the previous match we
Randy.
were talking about. Well, I know I'm gonna give it a 5. I take nothing from the story, but it wasn't a great match in terms of the work. And when I say that, it's like the crowd was into it, which I give them some points for that. But it's just the fact these two had no chemistry at all. It was kind of slow.
It
And it was
was.
like, damn, this shit ain't over yet type deal. And it was just, But his Scorpion Deathlock, it didn't
It's
look
tough.
it didn't look that great at times.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the what's the name? Outlaws and stuff coming out, that was all right.
I'm
You
not gonna
know.
lie though, man. If they would have did DX, if the whole NWO would have came to the WWE in the
Mhm.
early 2000s
Bro.
and they would
But
have ran
here's the
DX,
thing,
that would have been
JoJo.
nasty. I'm not gonna lie.
Nah, I get that, but here's the thing with this. I just don't understand the logic of bringing Sting and having him lose. You
Exactly.
know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Like, I was
Mm-hmm.
like, what was the point of this? And here's the thing, even if it possibly meant he'll never wrestle again, like, there's just no reason why Triple H had to win this match. I guess you could just say to put the younger guy over. I don't know what, it's just crazy. I don't think the story shouldn't have been over here, in my
Oh
opinion.
no.
It shouldn't have been over here. It should
It,
have kept. It should have like did another one or something like that. But
Yeah.
all in
Like I
all,
understand.
5 out of 10.
Yeah,
because if
like I
you do,
understand him losing to like Seth Rollins at Night of Champions. Like I understand that he
Yeah,
put the young guy
yeah.
over. But like, come on, man. Come on.
yeah.
Like, come on, man. And then on top of that, they were supposed to run Undertaker and Sting at the next year's Mania. And Sting got hurt. And that pisses me off. I'm not gonna lie, that pisses me off.
And honestly, that buck real quick, that buckle bomb too was what did it for Sting. When Seth
Yeah.
Rollins did that buck, because his neck, something just, and he even told the ref like something's wrong. But that was the upsetting part. Like you could Sting for sure could have won this one. And then to make it worse, like you said, and I understand the Seth Rollins one, but then you throw him to Seth Rollins, like he barely got any wins when he got here.
He got like what, one win?
One or two.
I think it was one win. It was on a Raw with Cena in a tag match. All right, moving
And
on. Moving
and then
on.
he interfered at Survivor Series.
And I'm finna get angry, man. I gotta move on, man. Let's move on.
Yeah.
All right, next we got the fabulous AJ Lee, which is her last WrestleMania, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. And Paige versus the
That's
Bellas.
fast pace.
Not gonna lie, they all look good, but this match was 6 minutes and 40 seconds.
You should have took some off that ass Triple H match.
And added it to there.
So
Mhm.
it's really difficult for me to grade this because, like I said, 6 minutes. So, like, the highest I probably can go is like a 4.5. I'm not gonna lie to you because it was so short.
Felt like right when it felt like they just did the entrances. Now it was over.
Yep.
Mhm.
But
I
AJ
mean,
Lee's finisher, bro, that move, I feel like that really fucking hurts, bro, because she had
mhm.
her locked in there like she was like a snake. She
What you give it a grade? What you grade it? Oh, you can't give it. So you don't feel like you need to grade it, like you don't want to grade it because it
I
was
mean,
just too
not
short.
really though.
It's understandable. I'm gonna give it a grade because the match itself, like I said, I feel like the heels was working on Paige for most of it. Then AJ came in to stop the cheating and got the win.
Yep.
So I'm gonna give it a 7, even though it was short. It still was a good, entertaining match.
And for it being 6 minutes and 43 seconds, because I think I said at the beginning of this one, it was fast paced because they probably knew it. Vince probably told them like, "Hey, start strong and start fast. Like we got other and that's the messed up part. He could have shaved, like you said, he could have shaved some of that Triple H one, gave that to them. But they knew right away what their job was and how quick they needed to be, so they went right to it when the bell rang.
Mm-hmm.
And
What they
once
say?
again, shout out to the divas because y'all deserve y'all flowers.
Mm-hmm. What they say? You can look, but you can't touch.
Mm, mm, mm. Wow.
All right, man.
Oh, this show is the best.
All right, we got big match.
Uh-oh.
Big
Chain
match.
Gang.
Yeah, right.
Chain Gang.
He
Mr.
was really trying to
Hustle,
push
Royalty,
Rusev.
Yeah,
and
you really trying to
respect.
push this guy to chair shit.
He
Go
trying to
ahead.
put him
AKA
over.
Dr.
Boom.
Ergonomics.
Who?
AKA Never
Oh,
Seen 17.
oh. There's a
AKA
there's a
Mr.
reason for that.
17-time world champion.
Makes you sound like Justin Roberts when you say the name.
John Cena versus Rusev. This gonna be a hot take, and y'all may disagree with me.
Yeah, we about to end the show, Trey. So go ahead, be ready for it.
I think
And him and Rusev had some battles too.
I think they could have had Rusev win this match and let Rusev go on a reign of terror where he just dominate everybody. That would have made and that like eventually somebody would got the US title off him at a
Okay, cool.
bro, can you let me finish, bro? Like, hold on, because like he was believable, bro. Like with him hating America with the Russian gimmick, like they legit made him
Lana.
believable. I felt like eventually when somebody got the US title off him, they could have pushed him into the world title scene because he had the mouthpiece, he had the dominance, he had the look and the presence. I'm telling you, man, I'm telling
And
you.
at that time too, he had been US champion for a long
It,
time.
that's what I'm saying. They could have made him how they making Gunther right now. And he had the manager too. I'm telling you, man. Rusev was that dude before they did that Rusev Day crap, but I mean, that's besides the point. I mean, he got over.
Yeah, that Rusev Day thing was just I think that one really killed him.
Yep.
And
But the
that
match
that that's what
itself,
really sent him to AEW.
yep. But the match itself was good though. I
Oh
mean,
yeah.
I don't think Cena, like, don't get me wrong, like Cena was the right winner, like, but I wouldn't have been mad if Rusev retained. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, either or. Rusev at that size, man, Rusev could move. He
He
could,
showed, yeah.
very athletic. I'm gonna give this match a 6.5. I mean, it was good. It was nothing to blow your socks off or anything. It was good.
And what it was too is like Rusev was both dominant and physical. Like he was both like he was dominant and he also showed like a little bit of some like high flyer-ish kind of moves.
Yeah.
Like throwing the windmill kicks and the so he that's what it was. He showed dominance and athleticism both in this match. John does a really good job, especially as he's gotten older over in his career. He's done a really good job of trying to make stars. He understands the business and wants to give back, and I get that. But I think at this specific time, this was the Rusev you really wanted to push. This was the time to take it, but Vince never, at that time, never ran with it, and they should
Yeah.
have.
And that's what I'm saying, man. Like Rusev could easily would have been the biggest monster heel in his company. Like I understand you had Bray Wyatt in the company at the
Yeah,
time, so he really hit his peak. But like I'm telling y'all, man, Rusev could have been that dude for years if they would have booked him right, man. He could have.
Sounds like the Booker T situation
Oh
years
boy.
before.
and when Rusev came to the ring, bro, I mean, you could hear a pin drop. It was straight boos when he would, and like the way Dom gets booed now is like it was like that, but 10 times worse.
Yeah, yeah, it was worse. Cause like he did the little Russian gimmick,
Yeah,
he pledged that he hated America and stuff like that. fans chanting USA. And I don't understand this too. Why they were booing Cena too? Like
Wait, what?
I'm like, bro, y'all so weird, bro. Ah,
At one point, there was a "Let's go, Cena. Cena sucks." I'm like, y'all really? This man just trashed your country, our country. You can just sit there and root and boo Cena too. Like what? You
like at this point, who do y'all want to beat Rusev? Hogan? Like, come on, bro. Like, come on.
want Ric Flair to come out of retirement and do it? Like,
Man.
Mm-mm-mm. Well, this match, like I said, it's no surprise that Cena won. I mean, it was the first time Rusev was pinned, which was
oh
I was like
yeah,
shocked. I would have
Yeah, it was
liked
a
to
big
see
deal.
Rusev kicked out of that bullshit AAA, but and it did make him look tough. It didn't make him look tough at all, in my opinion. So having him lose like that didn't make Rusev look
Yeah,
strong in my
to you, it
eyes.
kind of killed his momentum, huh?
it
Yeah.
did.
So Cena, like he put the good effort in. I give him that, and he had the crowd like him for most of the match. But it was it is what it is type deal. So the
Yeah,
match
man.
it gets a 5.
Yeah, yeah, but it's like, man, like after this, man, like this when Rusev really started to eat pins a lot. That's
Yep.
what I'm saying. Like
Mhm.
Rusev could have held Cena in that submission, and Cena could have faded, and that would have made Rusev the biggest and hottest heel in the company at the time. And
But
eventually, Cena could have got the title off him. Then they could have sent Rusev straight to the world title scene. Around that time, he would have been feuding with people like, I mean, you had Roman sniffing around, Seth. Randy, Brock Lesnar was still in the company. You had, and then don't even forget on like SmackDown, you had Dean Ambrose. Like, I'm telling you, man, if they would have booked Rusev right, man, Rusev would have been one of the biggest stars in WWE right now. He would have never left AEW.
and
But
he's
it's
doing
just
pretty good over
unfortunate.
there too. Well, he was doing pretty good over there.
And then he just stopped. He didn't want to work with AEW no more. So and they just stopped booking him. So
Mhm.
just unfortunate, man. All right, man. We got the Phenom, aka the Dead Man, aka the American Badass, Undertaker versus Bray, God rest his soul, Wyatt.
And this was a good opponent for Taker.
Hear me out. I got another one. I got another to say.
Not in my opinion, but go ahead.
Because I still don't think Brock should have beat Taker at Mania.
No, he was already made.
Bray Wyatt being Undertaker at Mania would have did so much for him. And man.
Mhm.
Because think about it, Undertaker, like before, his unfortunate passing, Undertaker came out, he choke slam. Well, he was choking LA Knight, and Bray finished him off. Undertaker was kind of passing him the torch because Undertaker was always that supernatural, creepy guy in WWE, and he was very monstrous. And he was passing this torch on to Bray. Then the unfortunate passing to him, like we never really got to see more of Bray after that. And I actually think that was Bray's last appearance on that episode of Raw. But man, I think Bray being Undertaker around this time, man, that would have did a lot for him. Like it would have, because I mean, Undertaker was really like a couple of matches away from literally retiring. But this match right here, man, I'm not gonna lie, it was average. It was nothing great at all. It was nothing. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't at all. Bray was kind of spooked. I really like how he sold his actions. I'm not gonna lie, when Bray clotheslined Undertaker out that ring and he landed on his feet, I'm not gonna lie, if I was Bray Wyatt, man, I would have just walked to the back of the curtains. Now I'll just be in the unemployment office the next day because my nigga, you 50 some years old and you landing on your feet like that, man, call it quits, brother. It's call it quits. I'm gonna give it a 5, man. I mean, that's the best I
It
can do.
had its good moments, but it also
This is
was
very
sluggish
slow.
at
Yeah.
points. I think for me too, it really kind of slowed down when. And shout out to the announcers though too, because when Taker was taking some punishment, I remember JBL or them going like was this too soon for the Undertaker to come back? Because he hasn't been looking like himself so far
Yeah.
after the first couple minutes of the match. So just getting that little drama in there too, just the He just lost last year. His streak ended, and can he still be that guy, that entity?
Yeah.
Um, I'm glad Taker won. I just wish, like you said, had Brock lost the year prior, Bray could have this would have boosted
Hmm.
his career even more, I think.
Yep.
But there were some really good spots in this. Both men were very physical in this match. It was hard hitting for sure. Um, the the sit up, the little taunts that they were using, that like I said, there were some good parts, but also some sluggish parts of the match too. So for me, 5 out of 10 as well.
Yeah. I just, bro, like
It was hard hitting though.
it was. I just think it was only two believable people around this time. If Brock would have never beat Taker and Mania, it was only two believable people. It was Bray and John Cena. And, I mean, not John Cena, Roman.
And let's not forget real quick, that was a bullshit. Cena versus Taker, that
Yeah, it
WrestleMania, I don't
was.
even count that.
That was bullshit.
I
It
don't
was,
count that.
whoever that shit was like what 5 minutes, bro? Man, that was bullshit. I don't care, man.
This
Because
nigga was in the crowd.
not only you made John Cena look stupid and bad, but you also made arguably one of the greatest wrestling characters and arguably one of the greatest WWE superstars ever look stupid as well, man. That was 3 minutes long, bro. Not even like you take the entrances out, man. It was 3 minutes long.
Y'all finished?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Hear me out. He's 22-1 right now, right? At this time. He did not pose after this match, if y'all didn't notice that. And the crowd showed him respect. Fuck that.
Hmm.
I'm not letting him get away with this. The match was solid, but not great. And I'm on the opposite of what Dre said. Fuck the announcers. They talking about it like it was some type of classic, and it wasn't. But they want to talk about The Undertaker like he's still in his prime when he wasn't. He did look better this year compared to the last year. I give him that. WWE needed to give Undertaker to tell the story that he wanted to tell. Like, I think JoJo, you pretty much summed it up to what Bray was going to become.
Hmm.
So here's the thing with this. I know they was trying to build WrestleMania 32 at this time. Like, it was just like it was gonna be the end for him. And it was
Yeah.
gonna be Bray's time. But there's probably why people were watching it that hated it because Wyatt's the younger guy who, in my opinion, probably should have stole it. But in my opinion, they also did not have any in-ring chemistry, in my opinion. It just didn't look believable.
Right.
Wyatt, he's still what, under 30 at this time?
Then why was like,
Yeah, he was
ooh,
like under
yeah,
30.
yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was gonna be fine. His future was great, but the
Hmm.
way it made the Undertaker look, like you just said, with John Cena and Undertaker, this didn't kind of make him look any better either.
Yeah, because they was selling it like how Brock just
Right.
destroyed him. Because like I don't know if y'all know.
Yeah, it was still. That's what I'm saying, JoJo. It was still so stuck on last year's Mania that I didn't feel like it was fair to these guys to push it
No,
so soon. I felt like maybe Undertaker should have just took a year off, but losing was something he just couldn't overcome.
yeah, because I
Especially he didn't want to lose at that moment. But I felt like, like I said, God rest so he gone too soon. Bray's future was great. It didn't
it
matter how
was.
this match made him look. It was really the Undertaker who kind of looked bad. So I'm gonna give it a 4, just because they didn't let it tell the story correctly,
Yeah,
in my
bro, 'cause
opinion.
I really do think Brock the Fiend Undertaker Street it messed up Undertaker's character in a way. Like, don't get me
It
wrong, he was
did.
still that
It
guy,
did.
but it was like, bro, like Brock didn't need that win. Like this nigga literally just beat Super Cena. Like he squashed him in like 5 minutes at SummerSlam.
Well,
He did not.
also that man also beat the Undertaker for the WWE title in '02. Then he beat him again in Hell in a Cell. That like he has had too many wins over the Undertaker.
Yes, bro. Like he did not need that win. Like if Bray, like, because I said this for years, if Bray would have never beat Undertaker and Undertaker would have been undefeated, Roman Reigns could have been perfect as well. So them niggas already hated Roman Reigns. If
Mhm.
he being the Undertaker that was undefeated at Mania, the next night on Raw, they already booed. They booing this man out of the building. This dude said, "This my yard now." Dropped the mic and left off. That man had so much heel heat, and he was a face. They could have started that Tribal Chief character early, and they could just let it pan out. they don't. Brock Lesnar didn't need that win, man. I'm
He
sorry,
didn't.
he didn't, man. Like this dude, bro, he literally like at the time of his peak, this dude dismantled Braun Strowman.
Mhm.
He beat Samoa Joe. He
Beat the shit
killed
out of
Super
Roman.
Saiyan. Like he like don't get me wrong, he busted Randy's head wide open with his elbows. Like he did not need that. Brock would have been fine with him lose. It would have been fine with him losing that Mania. Like legit. But I'm getting pissed off. So let's go to the next match. Let's go to the next one. All right, man. We got the heist of the century.
Oh yeah.
Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns.
Can we just point out real quick that for a vast majority of that match, Brock Lesnar beat the living fuck out of
He
Roman.
was.
And it
He
seemed like
was.
those kicks, and remember when he went through the ropes and he kicked them or kneed them? Bro, Brock was throwing some of those punches that he was throwing. I was like, hey, bro, he's too. It was a physical match for sure between the two of them. But Brock Lesnar owned majority of that match. The tides didn't really turn until Roman threw him headfirst into the ring post. But even then, bro, Brock, usually when you're bloody and stunned, that's when the momentum happens. But Brock all of a sudden just gets back in the ring, dazed for like 2 seconds, then right back to a German suplex.
And
I
that's what
think,
I'm saying, man.
yeah, like Roman took like at least it was over 5 Germans, bro.
Like I get what they was trying to do with Brock. Like I do.
I did,
Like they
yeah.
made it was believable. Like don't get me wrong, it was believable. Like it was, but it's like, man, like when is it enough? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because if Roman Superman punches this dude 5 times, it's no way he should catch Roman in midair and F5 him. Is I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
They were trying to
When
make him too dominant.
when Undertaker was at his peak, man, Undertaker wasn't doing no BS like that, bro. Like, come on. Mind you, a supernatural character, bro. Undertaker wasn't doing that, man. Brock Lesnar was just an angry man with brute strength and anger issues. That's all, man.
And when things didn't go his way, he showed it in the ring. Like I
This,
guess him and Vince got into an argument because Vince was upset with him, like trying to just take he leaves for about 6 months and then comes back and wants to be right back in the title picture. And it's like, dude, like you're
but look
never
though,
fucking here.
Vince them allowed it though, so he can't be mad at him. So he allowed it. So, but this match, I'm gonna give it a 9, man. I really enjoyed this match. I really do think the heist of the century overshadowed this match a lot. It did. And now, like everything, like, cause I like when WWE do callbacks, cause it's like now, cause eventually they was gonna do Roman and Seth at next year's Mania, but you know Seth is out with an unfortunate injury, so now it's like, can Roman beat Seth? Cause Roman has never pinned Seth at all. Like he's never like in the middle of his Tribal Chief run when they faced off at Royal Rumble. Roman didn't win that match. Roman won. Well, Rollins won by DQ because he choked him out. Like he told him he wasn't letting go. So that's the thing, like I like about callbacks, because like, like Seth broke up the Shield, and that's like a PTSD thing for
For
Roman
Roman. Yep.
and his tribal chief character. That's why he really can't trust nobody and stuff like that. So I really enjoyed it. But man, Seth, man, stole the show. And I really thought this was gonna be the last time I saw Seth. The next thing you know, I hear burn it down. Then this man running a full flat down to the ring.
Bro, he was moving.
Yeah, but I think it was the right move for Seth to win because I do think if Roman somehow would have won this match, that he would have got they because they booed him when he won the Royal Rumble. Like it
Mhm.
was so bad that they booed the Rock. And Rock was always getting pops when he got back, and they was always Rock got booed like was so mad Rock left the arena without talking to anybody. Bro, it was bad, man. It was bad, man. 9 for me though. I really enjoyed this moment. Good
Yeah,
moment.
that heist of the century, bro. And then him on the top of the ramp swinging the belt around. I was like, with
Yeah.
Brock Lesnar and Roman looking on, like
Gas.
that's what made it. That picture right there spoke 1,000 words right there. But outside of besides the heist, like I said, it was literally Brock Lesnar for a vast majority of that match. He barely got any offense in, Roman did. But when that heist of the century happened, bro, it was perfect. It was the perfect time, hadn't been done, and also that last spear that Brock took from Roman, I thought his knees and legs, bro, were
Oh, for real.
when he had him up for the F5 and he speared him, it looked like, and honestly, I feel like Roman would like whisper, like, that's what you get for throwing a fucking punch. But no, it was definitely a physical match, and Seth Rollins stole the show with that heist, and he went on to have a 6 month reign too.
Who beat Seth for the title?
Broke John
Randy?
Cena's nose in the process.
Randy beat Seth, right, for that title, or who was it? I forgot, honestly.
No, he tore it. Remember, he broke he at a
Oh
live
yeah.
show. Remember, and his broke his leg,
I remember that.
and then thus started his feud with Triple H.
Oh, because Triple H won it at the Rumble. He wanted to. All right, come on, come on, Mar.
Now, I
Memories.
just wanted you to get mad.
I was wondering why Marv wasn't stopping it.
No, it's just it thrills me to see JoJo pissed off. But I'm gonna call this, like JoJo said, the heist of the century,
Oh,
and
and
I'm
8.
I'm also calling it an all-in-one match as well
hmm
because this for me this gets a 9, and I'm gonna tell you what, the ending was absolutely phenomenal. I
Cinema.
didn't I didn't predict the Rollins cashing in part, but some people, I get a WWE credit for that, for pulling that off so perfectly. Shout out to them for that. That was pretty cool. Rollins was like a smart guy. That's why they called him the architect.
Yeah.
So I definitely give him a 9 for that. He took advantage of two guys who put their bodies on the line during this match. But the final 10 minutes of it was the sequence was amazing in my opinion. Reigns was just fantastic with the job, like making the comeback, looking like he was going to win at one point, but nope, nope, we weren't able to steal it from him.
That
So
that
the
was a really
match,
good main event.
yeah, the match
Yeah.
may be forgotten in bits, but that moment right there was a moment of gold, in my opinion. But I give credit to Lesnar and Reigns for having a hell of a match before Mr. Rollins himself.
Just ruined it.
Yep. Like I always called it over the years, the moment of gold, because he took full advantage of it.
And
But
it's
he
funny.
deserved it though. I
Oh
give I
yeah.
give Seth a lot of credit for that.
And what makes it cool about that moment, whenever you buy a WWE game and it goes right to the intro, the first thing or the last thing, they always show him swinging the belt. That will live in WWE history forever.
Yeah.
Oh, real quick, Jojo. My friend got a shirt yesterday and sent it to me. Eat, sleep, conquer, repeat. I said, get the fuck away from me. Don't talk to me.
He would have got blocked, reported, and I would have called
Oh,
the
bro.
FBI.
I reported him and he texted me back. He said, why?
Deserved. It was deserved.
Overall, what do we think of WrestleMania 31?
Give it an 8. I like WrestleMania 31. It's a good one. And it's like it brought back like it unlocked a lot of childhood memories
I'm
because
gonna go
like this was
9.
like yeah, because it was like man, like Cena was almost in Hollywood. So you had young Dean Ambrose, Roman, you still had Randy, Seth Rollins, you had Brock Lesnar, unfortunately. But it was like, but I really enjoyed WrestleMania 31. I did.
Yeah.
It could. We've seen worse, and that was not one of them. That was a really good pay per view.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I really wish around this time Edge wasn't injured. Man, because I really would want to know where his place in the car on the Mania card would have been like.
Don't worry about that. It's for real fans, for us.
No, because
To
hear me
know.
out though. Like Seth Rollins before he messed his knees up versus Edge would have been gas. You can't even lie.
Like I said, let the real fans.
All right, man. I'm gonna do you how Homer be doing Bart on Simpsons.
Mm, can't do shit. Shit. What you give it, Dre?
9.
9?
Yeah. And like I said, we some of the pay per views that we that we like, well, the WrestleMania ones me, you, and Ray used to do at
Mm-hmm.
all. Like, bro, that one had like if you could rank it, would you put it in your top 10?
Uh,
No.
No, so maybe like what
No.
top 15, top 20.
I think you could though. Probably. I think you could, because the heist, man, because y'all don't know, like the heist of the century,
Yeah,
that moment alone is gonna be the reason why people put Mania 31 up there. So
For
I'm
anything.
a
Yeah, Seth Rollins had two moments that night: the RKO, then the heist. One
and you
bad
know,
moment, one good one.
and it's crazy too, because it's like for some reason I forgot he had that briefcase.
Yeah, me
I heard
too.
this nigga.
I'm gonna give this show. I ain't gonna lie. So this show was a good solid 8.5.
Okay.
Solid Seth was definitely gonna always be remembered for a huge night for him. He, like I said before, he deserves it. I'm gonna definitely give a star to Brock Lesnar. Amazing stage presence. Love
Yeah,
watching him wrestle, man, for real. I'm gonna definitely give a star to my man Daniel Bryan as well. He's
Yep.
won like every title a male wrestler can win in the WWE, which will make him a great champion.
Yep.
I'm gonna
yeah,
definitely give Roman Reigns a star. You know, people are hard on him, but that guy has potential, and he showed years down the line.
yeah.
And another moment we didn't talk about, that Rock and Ronda,
I
Stephanie and Triple H moment. I know I cheated by picking these four people, but this segment was gold,
It
and it needs to
was.
be honored. I ain't gonna lie to you. So my final thoughts is definitely an 8.5.
And
Yeah,
Stephanie did a hell of a
Yeah.
job too, like being on the mic during that whole like promo, interrupting her and getting in her
Mhm.
face. It got to a point where the crowd was like, "Man, beat her ass, please."
Yeah.
and then
WrestleMania 31 is definitely underrated. People
yeah,
sleep on it.
they was really building that Triple H and Rock match for
Yeah.
next year. But you know, Rock had a lot of scheduling conflicts in Hollywood because he had like a lot of movies and stuff to do. So it kind of unfortunate because they built it for
Just never
nothing.
happened.
But yeah, I do think Triple H would have won that match too for some reason. But I don't know.
They always make him the golden boy. Well, anyways, people, that's our show. We'll see y'all Wednesday for WrestleMania 17.
17.
Yes, sir.
All
I
right.
can't wait for that one.
The Rock says, "Know your role and shut your mouth."
All right. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll holler at y'all Wednesday.
When we hate Del Rio.
No, we don't. We love Del Rio, Edge, fuck John Cena, and all. Bye.